Eighth graders, if you miss Tuesday's lessons, Tuesday or Wednesday's lesson, you need to pause this video and go ahead and take your notes. Right here, we're talking about equations with combining like terms. This whole unit 4 has a lot to do with multi-step equations. You have to know what inverse operations is. That's a step that we use to undo a two-step equation. So if you have subtraction, the opposite is the addition and vice versa, or it's division and multiplication and vice versa. Variable is just a letter to represent the unknown. You're used to X, but you'll see multiple letters in this unit. Coefficient, this is huge, is the number attached to the variable. So if it says 3x, 4x, and so on, then you know the 4 attached to the x would be your variable. And the constants are your numbers by himself. In class, I had you write this example and pull out your coefficient and your variable. If you haven't done so, go ahead and pause the video now. In this case, if I box my variable with my letter, then I can see that the x is my variable, the 2 is my coefficient, and the 3 and 13 are my constant. For these two, again, pull out your coefficient, your constant, and your variable. For this one, my coefficient's 2, my variable's x, and my constant's 13. For B, my coefficient is 5 because it's attached to my variable. My x is my variable, and 20. So equation with combining like terms, there are 5 steps to solve. Go ahead and pause if you missed class and add this to your notebook. But the first thing we're going to do is see if we need to distribute. We're going to see if there's parentheses. That's a huge thing. If there's parentheses, we're going to distribute. Then we're going to box the variables and circle the constant with the operation in front. Notice it says operation in front. That tells us if it's positive or negative. Next thing we're going to do is use inverse operation to move numbers and variables. Once we get there, we're at a normal two-step equation. Okay, real quick, here's an example for combining like terms. If I box my variables, I can see this one and this one. This is a typo, but here I can see it makes -6. 5 plus 5 is 10. In this case, there's only one circle on the side, so I know I don't need to combine. But since there's 2 squares, I combine. Different signs I subtract, and I get -2x. Let's go ahead and look at another set. I'm going to box and circle. Go ahead and try that on your own. Pause if you need to. If I box my variable with the operation in front and I circle my constants, I will see on this case I have 3 variables, 2 constants, and 1 variable. When I combine, +2 and -4 makes -2, plus -1 is -3. Don't forget there's an imaginary number 1 here. 6 plus 3 is 9. 13 plus 4 is 17. And here I bring down the 2x. Let's try one more. In this case, go ahead and pause. Try this on your own. Box the variables with the operation front and circle the constant. When I do so, as you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3 variables, 2 constants, and then here I have my 2 constants and my variable. Yes, this is a variable and coefficient, but we just call it the variable. When I combine, I get the following answer. Please make sure you're watching your integral rules. Adding 3 negatives stay negative. Add them all together and get 24. 9 plus 3 is 12. 18 plus 2 is 20. And then I just bring down the 9x since there's only 1 square here. Alright, so real quickly, just remember you need to box and circle It helps when you're trying to figure out what operation you have. Is it positive? Is it negative? If you need homework help, go ahead and click on the lesson 2 video. Have a good day.